So this is Tap Anchor, and he is a 4-year-old 16 one-hand thoroughbred gelding by Anchor Down, which is a tappet line. And I've had lots of tappet line babies come through, especially in the last year or so. But this is my first horse actually by Anchor Down specifically. So it's cool to have a new one, to see a new one. So he last ran the beginning of May, and I do not think I would place money on a bet that his feet haven't been done since the beginning of May. His shoes are just absolutely falling off. I don't know how they're still on his feet. His feet need to be done so badly. I can't wait for my farrier to get here next week. And I turned him out last night in the field with his buddy Scrappy because they went out together at my friend Jody's place where he's been for since he came off the track before coming to me. And when I turned him out last night, I said to Billy, there's no way this horse still has shoes on in the morning. And I don't know how he did it, but somehow he still came in with all four shoes on, even though I would say that they're barely on. So I decided to have a sit because I know these shoes aren't going to stay on for much longer. And I don't know when next week my farrier's coming. So I definitely can feel that he is a little footsore and a little stabby from his feet, I'm sure, are bothering him. There's no way that his feet look the way they do and that he feels comfortable on them. But I thought that we could do a short ride just so I could sort of see what I'm working with because I expected him to be quite perfect because that's what everyone's told me. When I loaded him up at Jody's, the girl who brought him out said that he's just an absolute barn favorite. And Jody told me that this is one she wanted to keep for herself as a pet because the horse is just ridiculously kind and sweet and well mannered. And sure enough, he matches that exactly to ride in the tack. Now, taking into account that I'm sure his feet are sore and it's a really insanely hot day, he was super, super, super quiet. I had to grab the stick just to a little bit of tapping behind the leg and on the shoulder to get him to move forward a bit. So I'm sure that when his feet feel better and on a less insanely hot day, he will be a bit more naturally forward. But he is absolutely a quiet horse. That's not going to change. His personality is clearly that he's just going to be a little bit more of a kick ride, but makes an absolutely beautiful shape and just such a nice horse. I just love everything about him. So this ride was very quick. Billy was the only one on the ground for me, so he had to alternate between pictures and videos. Plus, the real feels like 110 degrees and humid. It was quite awful. We started to the left, but he had a little bit of a harder time picking up the left lead. As you can see, I left in the video the first time I asked him to canter, and he picked up the right lead, which was fine. I'm just getting a feel for where he's at. He does a lovely transition every time. And then we worked a little bit on positioning, and I figured out that more left bend actually gets him to step into the left canter versus usually counter bend gets the lead. But anyway, so we figured it out, and he did do a very nice left lead canter transition, and his canter is just beautiful in both directions. He's soft, he's balanced, he's very rhythmic and just self-contained within himself. He does not need a lot of help from his rider. I just love him. And he's so mature. He doesn't lean at the gate at all. We walked over some poles on a walk break. We took a couple of walk breaks. The horse is just lovely. There's nothing that I don't like about him. I wish that all horses could be as easy and kind as he is. He is just absolutely lovely. So this is walking. I had just gotten on him and we were just getting to know each other at the walk before we trotted. And so I just thought everybody might like to see his walk. Don't know why I'm babbling on about the walk. So anyway, he was great. You won't see any more video of him until he gets his feet done next week. And there's some video of him on cross ties at the end.